or even more, you felt silenced, that your vote didn't count. Well, you didn't stay silent for long, did you? Across the country, 1.2 million people mobilized in Washington, D.C. for the largest protest in history. 3 million of you marched across the country in states, in towns, all over from the North Pole to the South. We haven't stopped. For us at Women's March Florida, I am honored and proud to say we now have 11 chapters ranging from the Keys to Jacksonville to St. Augustine to St. Petersburg. You have not stopped marching. We've marched for education. We've marched for science. We've marched for the truth. And we've marched for Black women. But I think what's really important to hear right now is that, like me, so many of you woke up feeling silenced and feeling afraid. But for so many communities, for the Muslim community, for the LGBTQIA community, for the immigrant community, for the dreamer community, for the trans community, for the communities of color, you felt that way so much longer than this past election. So if you leave here with nothing else today, I need you to leave here with this. This administration, both in Tallahassee and in Washington, D.C., it's not the disease. It is a symptom of a much greater disease that has been growing in this country for decades, if not centuries. That is the disease of racism. That is the disease of not trusting women. That is the disease of not trusting women of color. That is gender identity, gender politics, that's transphobia, that's not putting funding into our public schools. That's not believing that climate change is real. So where do we go from here? What's next? Because we have to find a cure. I am honored and proud to announce the next agenda for Women's March Florida and Women's March National. We will power to the polls. Our plan is simple. As I said, 1.2 million people marched in Washington, D.C. And yet, last week, right down the road up in Fort Lauderdale, we had a primary election. 12% of registered voters came out to vote. We cannot have 12% of our communities deciding who represents us. We have the incredible Me Too movement and Time's Up movement that was built by Tarana Burke, an incredible women of color activist. One of the ways that we can make sure that not one more woman has to say Me Too is to put more women in leadership positions. We need trans women, we need Muslim women, we need LGBTQIA women, we need immigrant women. We don't want to have a seat at the table, we want to build a new table. We are one of 3 states left that do not allow felons who have served their time to be equitably represented at the polls. This year, you all have a chance to change history. If you wanted to know where you would be during the Civil Rights March, you have it right here, right now. So I need all of you with me for this. I need all of you with me because what we're going to do is very important in 2018. 2017, we marched. 2018, I need all of you to take a pledge with me right now. Will you get out the vote in your community? women in office? And will you ensure that we end voter suppression in Florida? My name is Collum. I am a woman. I am a candidate for office, and I am the very proud president of Women's March Florida. I am powering to the polls in 2018. Are you with me?